Well, it's very exciting. The part 4 of this video is done, and I will be reviewing the latest enhancements to the Scott's chatbot program. It's a custom chatbot that, if you've been following the 4-part series now, you can see how it was set up, how it's hosted, a lot of details in the other videos. This video will be mostly just about the new features and showing how the new user interface looks, and using the Openai, using React, Nextjs, Pinecone, and also it is hosted for free on render.com, which I covered in some of the other videos. And once this video goes live, the website that I demonstrated will be taken down. But with all that said, I appreciate you stopping by to check out part 4 of the video. There are more changes being planned and worked on, and as soon as those are available, I will make another video to follow up. Thanks for stopping by to check out my latest video. This is part 4 in a series about Scott's chatbot. It's a React Next.js application. And so on the left side of the screen here, we have the login page. It is secured. And on the right side are the PDF files. 2 of the 3 have been ingested into the backend systems. The third one I will go ahead and get imported during the making of this video. I'm going to go ahead and get logged in off screen, and I'll be right back. So I'm logged in now, and I zoomed in a little bit on the browser. If I scroll down the page a little bit, there is a list of the PDF files that I've uploaded into this system. So far I've just uploaded 2 different ones, and I'll be demonstrating how that works. I can select a document that I want to ask questions about and then proceed to use this technology. As I mentioned down here, the tech stack used includes LangChain, Pinecone, TypeScript, Openai, React, Nextjs. LangChain's a framework that makes it easier to build scalable AI LLM apps and chatbots. Pinecone is a vector store for storing embeddings and your PDF in text to later retrieve similar documents or information. So there is the technology behind the scenes. Now let's go ahead and select. We'll select the second PDF file here. This is a document about an old computer software cartridge called the TI-99, Texas Instruments 99. So I'll scroll back up and we'll start asking it some questions. And this is using an Openai API key in the background, so that's how it is doing some of its work behind the scenes. So here comes the answer. The TI-99 4A is a home computer model produced by Texas Instruments. Then I'll ask it, who was the author of this document? And you can see the little spinning wheel here as it's churning away, retrieving the answer. And you can see that it listed the source. In source 1, we can see it detects and shows the author information. Let's scroll down to the next page, and I'll ask it, what basic versions are discussed in this document? All right, so it gives an answer there. Let's ask it, How much ROM memory does it have? 512K. Let's ask it what version of BASIC is used. All right, version 2.7. Now let's ask it what is the most popular topic discussed. So that's probably true because that's what this PDF file looks like it is about. Well, let's ask it something else. What information is discussed the least in this document? So it says the Easter egg, and I happen to know because I looked at this file before. If I scroll down to the bottom, at the very end, it talks right here about there's an Easter egg hidden in the cartridge. It's your job to find it. So I would say that's probably true. Now I will go ahead and select the other document and we'll ask a few questions about the Apple documentation, which is here. I'll zoom in just a little bit and let's start asking it questions about the Apple document. So I hit refresh. What is this document about? Can you summarize what is mentioned in the document? All right, so there it goes, producing our answer. Says it includes financial statements, management's discussion and analysis of financial condition and results of operations, and more. So that seems pretty accurate. Let's ask it, what is Apple's stock symbol? All right, so it answered that. Let's ask it, what is Apple's address and phone number? All right, here comes the information. Looks accurate to me. Let's ask it something else. How many shares of common stock were issued in the time frame covered? I'm not so sure that's right. So I asked it to summarize the financial statements, and you can see here on the screen what it told me. The consolidated financial statements reflect all adjustments necessary for a fair financial statement presentation. Not exactly what I was looking for. All right, I asked it how many shares used in computing earnings per share. 15,775,021. I see that number here. 16,262,203. Well, anyway, I could go on and on asking it questions. What I'm going to do next is upload another PDF document and we'll figure out some questions to ask it. I decided to go ahead and upload this book, Pro Git. I found this on the GitHub repository, and if we scroll down just a little bit here, we can see the license This work is licensed under the Creative Commons 3.0. So let's go ahead and get this uploaded into this system here. And as I mentioned before, down here at the bottom, what will take place is using Openai. It'll also use Pinecone, and that's where the information will be stored through this React application. And either I can drag and drop files onto this zone here, or I can click on it and select a file from the hard drive. Right now we just have these two, so after I do this, we're going to have this third one. So once I either drag and drop it or select it, we'll have ProGit in the drop-down list. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to drag and drop the ProGit. So here it comes, and I'll go ahead and let it go on there. And it will take a moment to get this uploaded and processed and placed in the back end. So it finished processing the file, and I checked my Pinecone user interface or admin panel, and I do see that it showed up in the namespaces, which is what's supposed to happen. If I scroll down here, now we can see there are 3 separate PDF files, including the new ProGit. So let's go ahead and select that, and we'll start asking it questions. What is this book about? So there we can see it is a book about Git, a version control system. Can you summarize the content? That'll be a good one. It's 506 pages long. All right, starting to cover the information. Let's ask it, what is the git push command used for? All right, it's producing an answer here. And it cited that its 2 sources, which was specified, the number of sources equal 2 was specified in the code configuration. So now I asked it, what can you tell me about the history of Git? Was created in 2005 by Linus Torvalds. And it goes on to tell us some other information. Explain Git branching in a bullet list. It looks like it's making a bullet list, good enough. And it's explaining about using branching in Git. So that's cool. Well, I don't think I'll ask any more questions. I don't want to make this too boring. It is exciting to come to this place with this version of the system. And as I mentioned, if you watch my other 3 videos about this, you can learn more about how all of this stuff is set up. The Pinecone, the Openai, the render.com, that's what this is running on, which is a really great service. The web service is actually free for running this application, and it's pointed at a GitHub repository where the code's hosted at. However, it does spin down after 30 minutes of inactivity. For doing demos and prototypes, using their free plan is great. Well, I will make another video with future updates to this system as time allows, and there's more changes being planned for this, and I will be back to discuss them later in another video. I thank you for stopping by and hope you found this interesting, and have a great day. Thanks.
If you like this channel, please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new content.